win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's back. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Now well within striking distances. That third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Clemson Hope. Got his man quickly. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Pittman. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Makes the catch. It's Winston. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Part of the backfield, it's Pittman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Looking for a man. It's Clemson Hope. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. So first down here as they go back to work. He's in open space downfield. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. End off from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught near the sticks, it's Pittman. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pittman. Not much. There thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't get him to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Pittman. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Pittman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. And relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That's reeled in. It's Winston. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Hayes. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed.
Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes.
Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pulls it in. It's Pittman. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
And And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute it. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Pittman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another nice play by this offense. Man, they put a big drive together when they needed it the most, and they just got to finish this thing off. They finished it off with a touchdown, and they finished with the cherry on the sundae, but they've done a nice job putting this drive together.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. Got a man, it's Hayes. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Running back searching for a hole. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. looking for space. It's Green.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Give to the back. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds.
Quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. Nice job on the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're coming flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. They take the lead here in overtime.
And And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Beck. Beck's the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Clemson! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6. First and goal. They'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Clemson. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Pocket breaking down. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Clemson, 37. Mississippi State, 31.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to throw, it's Sutton. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Running with the fullback. Absolutely
things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up, big stop on third down, forcing a fourth down opportunity ahead.
Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw.